It's such a nice day. I think I might go out for a bit. So let's get ready and head out.
Marilyn, sweetheart. You might want to be careful going out there.
Why is that, Mum? What's worrying you?
Well, I read on the internet that the barrier which separates our universe from all the others is tearing apart. We are soon to cross over with all the other universes.
Mind if I ask you a question?
Go right ahead. What's your question?
If you found out the barrier which separates our universe from all the others is breaking apart, how can you be so calm?
The newsreaders who issued the warning said not to panic. That's how.
Surely this should be considered an emergency. Who's behind it?
Nobody. It's breaking apart on its own, and we need to be careful.
All right. I'll be extra careful. I promise. What is that? I think that's the barrier starting to break.
Huh.
Who are you?
James Anderson. Who might you be?
I'm Maryland R4 with the Maryland GB universe. Where are you from?
I'm from Plotaverse Classic. By the way, this thing might be going on for a while.
Do you know how the barrier broke?
No idea. However, I suspect some bad kid in another universe might be behind it.
Could be possible. But who? From which universe?
Lily, my dear, have you seen all the folks from other universes wandering around?
Yes, I have indeed. It's weird, I must say.
It is indeed. Who have you seen so far?
So many, including...
Haven't you got any idea where we are, Peter?
I wish I did, Oliver. Your guess is as good as mine.
Golly gosh. What a malarkey.
That couldn't have been spoken more truthfully, Amy.
What a very strange place this is.
I've seen stranger.
I should rather like to hear about it, sir. And barrier broke you down, Su.
Whoa. Calm it down. I can't understand you.
I'm sorry. As I was saying, I'm Darren Stratton, from Plotaverse Classic. My family and I were just minding our own business when the barrier broke and we ended up being split across the multiverse.
Yeah, sorry about that, mate. The barrier which separates all the universes from each other has broken down, and this mess has happened.
Any idea what could have caused it?
No, sorry mate. Not a clue. The police don't even have a suspect.
How could it be anyone's fault? Probably just a
Surprised, mate. There's no Luke Stenner in your universe, is there?
Admittedly, no there isn't. But I did create him for an animated universe in my universe, where he's a young hex spawn.
Sounds interesting, mate. I should check some of those out. Not until after this whole sorry business is over.
That's great. I look forward to hearing your opinion of it when the time comes.
It is rather strange here, isn't it? I mean, where the fudge are we?
If I had to guess, I'd say we've slipped through the broken barrier into Plotaverse Modern. Anyway, I think we should pay attention.
Pay attention to what? There's no teacher here. We can do whatever we want.
Now, Miss Lyons, that's no way to start at a new school, is it?
What's not?
Your behavior. It's naughty of you to think you could do as you pleased just there wasn't a teacher in the room at the time.
Well, that's who I am in my universe. I'm the naughty little girl, and if you don't like it then you can just stuff it.
Detention. How dare you speak to me like that? And I'm writing you up for bad language. You are a very naughty little girl.
I'm telling you, Mum. This new girl, Poppy Lyons, was naughty on her first day at our school.
Poppy Lyons, is that one of the kids from another universe?
Yes, Mum. She's one of the kids from Plotaverse Classic. She spoke very rudely to Mrs. Tamber when she put her in her place about classroom behavior.
That girl's behavior is simply disgusting. You are not to get involved with her in any way. You can be naughty of your own accord. She sounds worse than you.
You don't need to tell me twice. I don't like her at all. Her behavior is way worse than mine. She's the naughty little girl in her universe, and she's proud of that.
She's obviously a really naughty little girl. I feel bad for her parents. That child really needs to learn some very harsh lessons. On the other hand, you, my girl, have been a very good girl today, and I am very proud of you. Come here. I love you, my little darling.
I love you too, Mum. This whole business with the barrier being broken is certainly very strange. Whoever is asked to take her in needs to be prepared for the trouble they're about to face.
Did she come through without her parents then?
It would appear so, as they don't appear to have come through with her.
Oh.
She's already up. That's odd. She normally gives me trouble over having to get up on a school day. I better go looking for her. She can't have gone very far. Here we go. That naughty little girl is in so much trouble when I get a hold of her. How dare she go disappearing like this?
Calm down, Chelsea. It's all right. Poppy got up early, had breakfast and left for school. She left us a note.
Oh, well, that's okay then. Did you get to check her temperature?
No. Why, is she not feeling well?
She must be unwell or something. This is not her usual kind of behavior. What was that?
I don't know, but it can't be good. We should send out a warning.
Right then, Poppy. It's time we got to school before the bell rings and we get marked as tardy.
Yes, Lily. Let's make a move, or we?
Poppy, where did you?
Ah, nuts. I was too late to respond to those poor kids' screams and now they've vanished. However, the circumstances behind their disappearance are suspicious. Who disappeared anyway? Lily Barrett and Poppy Lyons? Oh my goodness. I had better do my duties and investigate. First, I need to break the news to their families.
The barrier which separates our universe from all others has broken.
I'm afraid so. Lily Barrett and Poppy Lyons have already been sucked through. Anyone could be. Darren? Where? Damn. He's been sucked through the barrier. He could end up anywhere. I should be a good protector and inform his family. Time to go and face the music. First, I should find James and tell him about Lily. And so that's the situation. Both Lily and Poppy have been taken by the portal. The barrier broke, and people from other universes are spilling out into each other's universes. I'm so sorry.
I wondered why we're now hosting a young girl from a rebooted version of our own universe.
You are?
Yes. We're hosting a girl by the name of Brittany Allen, and believe me, she can be a challenge.
Naughty type is she?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Are you on your way to inform Paul and Chelsea Lyons about Poppy?
I am. Do you think they might already know about it?
I think they do know. Chelsea already freaked out this morning when she entered Poppy's room to find her bed empty, and then couldn't find her.
Oh? Well, I think I should go and see them anyway. Just in case.
That's a very good idea, Amber. Thanks for coming to tell me anyway.
Just doing my job as a protector of the universe.
As I keep telling you, if you don't ask me nicely then I ain't budging.
Hortense Duncan. I am not putting up with this behavior. I don't know how your mother deals with your naughty attitude, but I will not tolerate it.
She deals with it the same way all parents deal with their naughty children. Are you stupid or something?
In that case, you're grounded. Go up to my daughter's room this minute. Naughty little girl.
You can't ground me. You're not my mother.
No, but I found you in the streets after you arrived through the barrier and brought you here to give you a place to stay, which makes me one of your guardians. That gives me authority over you, means which you get your bum up to that bedroom, right now. You're grounded.
Wow. She made me come up here. I really am grounded. I don't think I'm gonna like it here in this universe. I think it'll suck. I end up with a set of parents who know how to parent a child. How could this happen to me? Of all the places I could have ended up, it had to be here. Oh, why did that barrier have to break down? And why did it have to be me who was taken by the portal? I miss my home. I miss my mum. I'm just a kid. So just hurry up and fix it, damn it. All this mess is just unnecessary.
Be quiet up here. You are being punished. You have been very naughty.
But I don't think any of this is fair at all.
Perhaps I handled this wrong. Not welcoming you properly at all.
Oh no. You were right about everything. You have done everything for me since I arrived here, and I was being ungrateful. I deserve to be grounded. I'm sorry.
Huggles. Welcome to our home, which you must feel is your home.
Excuse me, I was wondering if you could help me.
Of course I can. But before I do, I should ask your name.
That's fair enough. My name is Piper Ashton. I'm from Plotaverse Classic. What's your name?
My name's Lucy Morgan. You're in Plotaverse Modern. It's nice to meet you. Why are you in your pajamas?
I was on my way to bed when we heard a loud noise. Like an explosion.
Ah, that was no ordinary explosion you heard. We all did. Everyone, in every universe. It was the barrier breaking down. You, along with a load of other people from other universes, are pouring through. Into each other's universes.
What? Are you serious?
Very serious, I'm afraid. You're going to need a place to stay while you're here, so you're coming back with me.
Thank you so much.
But first, we need to buy you some new clothes. Come with me and we'll get you kitted out. Thank you for your help, Daisy. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem, Juliet. I can't believe you're from the public domain.
I am usually, and I'm finding it rather difficult to adapt here.
You'll get used to it eventually. Where are you staying?
I'm staying at the Midhampton Hotel, room 225. Next time, I could be the one helping you.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm a police officer in my universe. I could be called out to assist you.
I see. Well, it was very lovely to meet you, Wendy. I hope you, Peter and Jane are comfortable in your emergency apartment placement.
We are very comfortable, thank you. Everyone we've met so far has been really friendly.
That's what I was hoping to hear on my dad's behalf. He's the man who rented out your apartment to you and your family. What do you do for a living, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a teacher in a secondary school in my universe. I started the same job here when we first came through.
It's time to cause some Halloween mischief.
Who are you meant to be? I demand to know. Tell me now.
I'm Jack-o'-lantern, and you are now under my control.
I'm under your what? I beg your pardon now.
You are under my control, Lolita Max. I command you to go around causing trouble.
How do you know my name? This is first time we've... where'd he go? Never mind that now. It's time to be naughty. Let's go. That was loads of fun. What kind of fun should I have next? I know. I should find the next person and...
Lolita Max. What in the hell do you think you're doing?
None of your business, lady. Now get lost.
I beg your pardon, young lady, but I am your mother, so I think you will find it is my business if you're being naughty.
Ah, go and boil your head in a pot of boiling water. I don't have to listen to you.
Lolita, what's gotten into you? You don't normally behave like this. Come with me. Please.
I'm just a bit concerned about her. She isn't usually badly behaved. I was wondering if you knew what was going on.
I wish I could tell you, but I can't, I'm afraid. I could help you investigate it if you like.
Who are you, and what have you done with Luxner?
Relax, Leona. It is me. I just want to help is all.
This is all very creepy. I know it's Halloween and all, but I wasn't expecting it to be as creepy as this. Okay, I accept your offer for help.
Halloween, a day for scares, and it looks like quite a few of them have already happened.
Tell me about it. Luke got up this morning and did everything he was asked to. It was strange and creepy.
That is odd. Miley called just a moment ago telling me she caught Lolita causing trouble in the park, and Lolita was very rude to her. Here's the thing though, I'm not sure they can help it.
I'm not either. It's all to do with the barrier collapsing. All these people coming through from other universes. It being Halloween and all, I think some sort of demon has come through and he's changed them somehow.
Yeah, you don't know how right you are, mate. A pumpkin-headed demon was sighted in the forest glade as Lolita was in there. Wait a minute, that means...
You mean you didn't know he'd already reached her after Millie's phone call? Joseph, crikey man.
As a matter of fact, Jack, there is a mischief demon in the town with a pumpkinhead who uses his childlike voice to win over his prey, and then he brainwashes them into behaving in the opposite manner than they normally would.
I see. And he's already managed to change your sister to a naughty, rude and disrespectful brat?
Yes, and he's transformed Luxner into a kind, loving and obedient boy. You might want to check on your family, in case he's got into any of them.
Yes, I will do that straight away. Thank you, Leona.
You're very welcome. I'm going to head off now, as I have a babysitting job to get to tonight.
Lolita, I don't think it's safe for you to be out here with a mischief demon going around turning people into the complete opposite of themselves. Come with me. I'll give you a lift home.
Excuse me, but I don't believe I know you.
Oh no, not you too. We need to get you some help. Will you please come with me?
Why would I go with some stranger dressed as a police officer that I never met before? Thank you, Alan. I don't know what came over me.
You've had a long, hard and weird day. Come on, let's get you out of here.
I don't understand why you're being so rude. I'm trying to help you, like I would willingly do that. Go on, get out of my bloody sight.
There's no need for an attitude like that, is there? I'll wait for an apology.
Well, you're going to be disappointed, aren't you? Because Luke Stenner doesn't apologize for being who he is. Out of my way.
This whole barrier collapse has been one major pain in the backside. Let's hope it gets sorted soon. Luckily, not many of the people here in Domingland have disappeared through the portal. Now to head out into the streets where civilized life is.
Becky Montague. I haven't seen you since you were little. How are you?
I'm sorry, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do, silly. It's me, Robin Hood. I was at your baptism when you were a baby. And then, I was at your 16th birthday party.
That's not enough to go on. Sorry, Mr. Hood.
Hi, Becky. Are you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Not far from it actually, Hannah. I just met a man in the forest who claims to have been at my baptism and at my 16th birthday party. He has red hair and a beard, and wears all green.
Oh, you saw Robin Hood, that is. He was at your baptism, and he was at your 16th birthday party. I know that because I was there and I saw him there. As for knowing he was at your baptism, my parents were in attendance, and he was one of the ushers. You were just a baby then, so you wouldn't remember. This was 2 months before I was born.
I see. Now I know. My parents never told me about this, not even when I was a kid.
They probably just assumed you would remember seeing him. You know, like all the other adults.
I think I might vaguely remember seeing him at my 16th birthday party. What did he look like?
Pretty much like he does now, except he was clean-shaven and dressed in his best suit.
Now I remember. How could I be so stupid? He was one of the waiters.
It's just a lapse of memory, that's all. It happens to everyone at some point. Anyway, what are we going to do about this broken barrier? We need to do something about it before more people disappear to God knows where.
Or someone from elsewhere comes through. I know nobody has come through so far, but it doesn't mean nobody will.
Wait and see. Someone might. We can't be sure.
Okay, folks. We need to do something about the broken barrier. If we don't, more and more people will disappear to and arrive from other universes. Has anyone got any ideas on how we can stop this from happening again?
I'm sorry, WPC Montague, but I simply haven't met anyone from another universe until now.
It's Officer Montague, Hallie. Being a woman has nothing to do with it.
That's what they all say these days. And you are the first person I've seen from another universe so far.
That's fair enough if I am the first person from another universe you've seen. But you must respect that being a woman has nothing to do with being a police officer.
Whatever, WPC Montague, you do half prattle on, don't you?
All right, you stand up and put your hands behind your back. I'm arresting you for insulting a police officer and using bad language in public. You do not have to say anything. Anything you do say can and will be used as evidence. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will appoint one for you. Do you understand these rights?
That naughty girl is so for it when I get my hands on her. How dare she go and get herself arrested for insulting a police officer and swearing in public? I can't believe this. Well, I'm waiting.
Waiting? For what?
This is no time for your silly games. I want to know why you spoke rudely to Officer Montague and swore at her. You aren't going anywhere until you explain yourself.
I don't have to explain myself to the likes of you, so I refuse to conform to your dumb rules. I'm not in the mood to hear you prattle on as well.
You get to your room this instant. I will not tolerate this kind of behavior from my daughter, and I will wash your mouth out with soap if I hear that language again. You are grounded.
I really flunked up this time. I need to think about what I did. Luckily, the police decided to drop charges.
Shouldn't you be at work?
Yes, sweetheart. I'm about to leave for work. First, I need to establish whether or not you've noticed anybody from other universes lately.
Oh yes, we have quite a few children from Plotaverse Classic in our school, in the years below me.
So, these kids from the other universe are in years 7 and 8? Are there new teachers from other universes?
We have a few new teachers from multiple different universes as well. It's getting to be quite overwhelming for Mr. Peppermint. He has no places left to offer staff or students.
That's all I need to hear. Now I can take this to Syria at the agency, and I intend to do just that.
Sorry I'm late, Mrs. Pirrip. My dad needed to know if I'd seen anyone from other universes around.
I understand, Lucy. Please take your seat so we can get on with the lesson.
Arthur, I'm very impressed with your work in my classes lately.
Thank you, Mr. Twist. I love reading and writing. I make hobbies out of them.
So, seeing all us folks from other universes walking around must have inspired you then?
Yes, sir. It's like something out of a science fiction novel. Do we have any idea how the barrier broke yet?
Afraid not yet. It could be a fault with the system that keeps it in check, protecting the multiverse that caused it to collapse.
I see. Let's hope they sort it soon. I don't think the timelines can handle much more disruption.
I agree with you there, son. We all hope help comes soon.
Can I have a large mocha with a large slice of chocolate cake, please? Certainly. That'll be £5.50, please. £5.50 for a large mocha and large slice of chocolate cake? That's extortion. Yes, well. Welcome to the modern universe, Shana Valentine. So, are you going to pay, or do I need to ask you to leave? I'm not paying that. It's too expensive. You either lower the price, or I report this to the police. I'm sorry, but I can't lower the price just to suit one customer. It's against our policy. It's the same price for everyone, so you either pay up, or leave without anything to eat or drink. Well, I refuse to pay and I refuse to leave without my order. You have no right to refuse me service. You listen to me, young lady, and listen to me good, because I'm only saying this once. I have every legal right to refuse service to any customer who causes trouble in my cafe, and if you won't pay for your order and are going to act like a Karen over it, then you can leave. Otherwise I will call the police. I demand to speak to the manager. I am the manager, and I am not serving you. As a matter of fact, you are no longer welcome in my cafe. Get out now, and do not return, or it's jail for you.
All right, you naughty girl. My mum wants you gone from outside her cafe, so clear off before we call the police and have you removed.
Then, with my agents out on missions at the moment, come in. I'm ready for you.
There's a young man from Plotaverse Classic here to see you. Shall I send him in?
Yes, please do. He'll be here to help us with our problem, the barrier being broken, and how to fix it.
Rightio, I shall send him in this minute.
Hello there, Mr. Riley. My name's Caillou. I just got here from Plotaverse Classic. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Kayla. I understand you're here about the broken barrier.
I am indeed, Mr. Riley. I thought I should come and help you try to fix the barrier.
I don't suppose you know what caused the collapse?
I did. Well, in a manner of speaking anyway. Let me explain.
I'm listening.
I was running some updates on the computer that runs the barrier, as it needed updating due to being so terribly outdated. So I got online and started running the updates the system needed to add new features to the barrier to make it stronger.
And instead of strengthening the barrier, it ended up tearing it down on all sides. And that's why all this madness is going on?
Yes, sir. As barrier control is my responsibility, it was only fair I came through to help fix it.
And it was very responsible of you to take that responsibility. You are in the conference room at the Siri Riley Help Agency, and I accept your offer for help. I'm making you an agent. So, Agent,
Anderson, sir. My full name is Caillou Anderson, and I'm here to help.
Well, Agent Anderson, are you ready to get to work?
Yes, sir.
Your first assignment is to help out at the cafe. Betty Brown has her hands full with a young troublemaker.
I'm right on the case, Mr. Riley.
No, Belle, you can't just cross over into someone else's universe and start treating it like you treat your own. That's very naughty and disgusting behavior.
That's very cute. I'm being lectured by a little brat who is at least 3 years younger than me. All right, kid, if you can just step aside.
There's only one brat in this room, and that is you. You're 4 years older than me, and you think you can go around being all entitled? You can just sit down and think about what you've done.
All right, you're very cute. But I don't have to listen to a little baby who should be in bed right now.
Isabel Dreyfus. While you're a guest in our universe, you have to play by our rules and laws. We do not tolerate behavior such as yours here, so that means you will sit your bum down and be quiet. Right now.
This universe sucks.
Quiet. You are being punished.
As I keep telling you, Bart Simpson. There is nobody here by any of the names you're asking for. So, if you...
Okay, but first I need to speak with a Miss Gideon. First initials, I. M. be?
Hold on, I'll check. All right, everybody. The young man's looking for a Miss I am a big idiot. Is I'm a big idiot here? Hey, everybody, I am a big idiot.
Alright, Simpson, that's enough. This lady and her customers don't need you in here telling your immature jokes. You're coming with
All
me,
this
Miss.
stuff with the broken barrier going on is just bonkers. Okay, it's time to what weird occurrences I'm about to be subjected to. Here we go.
Hi there. I'm Lucy Brown. Who might you be?
Bridget Sanders. You wouldn't have come through from another universe, would you?
Yes. I came from Plotaverse Classic. Where have I ended up?
You're in Midhampton, in Plotaverse Modern. Post-reboot.
Charlotte Rogers. Although, I don't think I'm in 2004 anymore.
Wait a second. You're from our universe.
I am, just not this timeline. What year is this?
This is the year 2024. What year are you from?
2004? What's your name, please?
My name's Amy Sanders. I'm 12 years old.
Did you say your name was Amy Sanders?
Yes, Charlotte. My mom's Kat Sanders. My Aunt Mandy is her sister, and my sister is Bridget. Why does that surprise you?
I know the Sanders sisters in my era. Catherine and Amanda are a brilliant pair of sisters. Their parents Dave and Giles are best friends with my parents Richard and Judy Rogers. Will I get to see how my future turns out?
Well, you're standing in it. So unless they fix the barrier, it's almost certain that you will. But you need to be careful about meeting your future, or from my perspective current self in learning too much about your own future, in case you mess something up.
That's true. Time travel is not an ideal situation to find yourself in.
What were you doing before you were time snatched?
Now that is an excellent question. Brace yourself because I'm about to tell you a sweet dream. Now it's time for breakfast. Down to the kitchen. That's what a good-looking breakfast. Time to sit and eat it. Scrumptious. Maybe I should consider a career in catering. No, I still want to be a teacher when all is said and done. Time to clean up. It is such a beautiful day out here today. I know. I'll go for a walk in the park.
Wait a moment, Charlotte. I wouldn't go through the park if I were you.
Why not, Nikki? Is something wrong?
Yeah, there is. This weird portal has opened up, so the whole town has been warned not to go near it.
Portal? To where?
They don't know. It could lead anywhere in time and space. Anyone who goes through could end up in a different time period in our own universe, or a different universe altogether, and it'll be very difficult to bring them back.
Thanks for the warning, Nikki. I'll be sure to pass it on to the first person I see.
Atta girl. You take care of yourself now, and I'll see you later, if you're still here.
You do the same, Nikki. We don't know who could be the next to disappear, if anyone has so far.
Nobody has so far. Everybody has taken the warning very seriously, but all it takes is just one person to be stupid enough not to listen. Bye now.
Looks normal to me. I can't see anything unusual here. What the? Well, I'll be damned. Serena Ryan, what do you think you're doing? Don't you know there's been a breakage in the barrier? Yes, Mum, but the portal isn't hurting anyone. That's not the point, and you know it. The point is it could flare up and snatch anyone at any time, and they could end up anywhere, and anywhen. You're coming home with me this instant, young lady, and you are grounded.
What the heck?
Charlotte, where are you, babe?
So nice and peaceful. Excuse me? Can I help you? Yeah, please. Can you tell me where I am? You're in Betty's Cafe, Midhampton. My name's Betty Brown, the owner of this establishment. What else can I help you with today?
What year is it? Because I don't think I'm in 2004 anymore.
That's because you're not. It's the year 2024. Who are you?
2024? I have arrived 20 years into the future. My name's Charlotte, by the way.
Charlotte Rogers. Charlotte Rogers?
That's right. Is that a surprise to you?
Yeah, a bit. You have an uncanny resemblance to my good friend Charlotte Tamber. Are you related?
Well, you could say that in a manner of speaking. Or it could be because we're both the same person. I'm her when she was 16.
So, that's how you ended up here?
Yes, that's correct. I know I need to be extra careful not to run into my older self. But I am 16, so I can't guarantee that.
I'm sorry, did you just say you were 16?
I did. Because I am 16? My older self should be 36 now.
Are you sure you're right? And you haven't suffered a bit slush brain from your trip through the barrier?
I'm absolutely certain. Don't worry about it.
I know she's wrong about her age. Mrs. Tamber is 44 in the current day, not 36. So, that younger version of her should be 24, not 16. That's her from 2004, not 1996.
Amy, are you feeling all right? I saw you talking to yourself.
I'm fine, thanks, Mrs. Tamber. You're going to think this is sort of funny, but I've just been talking to you.
But how is? How silly of me. With the barrier being broken at the moment, a younger version of me must have come through.
A younger version of you has come through. She's you from 2004, and she's convinced she's 16.
What? So, my younger self from 2004 is walking around telling people she's 16.
Yes, miss.
But that's wrong. If that young lady is me from 2004, then she should be 24. I was born in 1980, not 1988. I'm not 36, I'm 44, widowed, and I have a son who is now 16.
I knew she was wrong. I tried to correct her, but she wouldn't hear of it.
Well, my 24-year-old self and I need to be extra careful not to cross paths with each other.
Yeah, you do. So please go careful.
Don't worry, darling. I will be really careful. I promise you. Well, I must say, Nikki, I never expected to see you come through from. What year was it again?
2004, Catherine. I came to find a young woman named Charlotte Rogers. Mid-20s, long curly hair.
Charlotte Rogers? Is that the younger version of our Charlotte Tamber?
It is. It's her when she was 24 years old. The year before she married her then fiancé Leroy Tamber.
Her fall through the barrier must have caused some slush to her brain cells because she's convinced she's 16?
Oh no, she's 24. She's in teacher training in our time. My classmates and I are all 15 to 16. I need to find her before something else goes wrong.
Okay, sweetheart. Be extra careful not to run into your future self from your perspective.
Will do. Thanks, Catherine. Bye.
No worries. I go by Cat now, by the way.
If you're going to stay here, Serena Ryan, you must follow our rules. If you're naughty, you will be grounded. Do you understand me?
Yes, Amanda, I fully understand. Am I still allowed to go out and about?
To answer your question, yes, you are still allowed to go out. However, you do need to be careful about running into your future self. Our version of you is in her late 30s and is married with a 12-year-old daughter.
I'm not sure you be telling me my own future.
True, but it's likely you're going to find out soon enough anyway.
That's it for another school day, Mrs. Dewberry. See you Monday.
Wait just a minute, Lily.
Given the madness going on with all these people from others universes, and now other times coming through the barrier, I must warn you to be careful.
I will be as careful as I can, Mrs. Dewberry. See you Monday.
See you Monday, Lily. Try to have a good weekend.
Aha, looky we got air then. What be your name?
My name is Lily, and what might you be?
I be Lily Barrett. What skullduggery be this says I?
What? Well, that's just great. The first person to notice me is an alternate universe version of me. I need to get out of here.
That girl's attitude be rude says I.
Am I seeing double right now? Who are you supposed to be? Or maybe I shouldn't want to know. I'm Romana Barrett, and you are? No way. That's my name too. Are we related? Actually, I believe we're the same person, just at 2 different ages. I'm 16 right now, here in 2024, in year 12 at Midhampton High School. I remember that. I'm from the year 2054, 30 years in the future. You're me when I'm 46 years old. That's right. Thanks to the broken barrier, we're meeting each other's past and future selves, which we shouldn't be doing. It could cause further damage to the barrier.
Hi. Who are you?
Roscoe Barrett, from the US.
From the States. But you can clearly see I'm the UK.
Where I'm from. We, the Barratts, are an American family. Born and bred.
Oh, you're me from another universe. Welcome to Plotaverse Modern. This is the town of Midhampton.
Nice to meet you, I guess. We should not be allowed to meet. It's a paradox.
This is getting weirder by the second. Let's hope it all ends soon.
It certainly was nice of Betty to give me this job at her cafe. I definitely do appreciate it. However, we hope all this weirdness with the broken barrier gets fixed soon. Hello there, Stephanie. What can I get for you?
Hi, Rose. Can I get a large coffee with cream, please?
Certainly. Would that be to drink in or to go?
To go, please. I haven't any time for dining in today.
Coming right up, young madam. That'll be £200 in credits, please.
200 British pounds. Are you joking? I can't afford that.
Relax. It's actually £3.50, please. That was just a joke.
Stephanie Jensen, you are required to come with me this instant.
Like hell I am, Mr.
Dale K doesn't give his name. He just takes who, or what he wants.
That's really funny. For a man who doesn't give his name, you just broke your rule by giving me your name.
Oh no, Dale K has taken young Stephanie Jensen against her will. I had better get after him. Oi, Dale K, get back here right now. Oh, it's you. Step aside this minute, Dr. the Turd.
I think not. Dale K. You're under arrest on a charge of abduction and attempted imprisonment of a minor.
You're going away for a very long time, scumbag.
Oh, I do not think so. Exterminate.
You should have learned by now. I can't die. Anyway, it's time to lock you up.
And you could say this has quite uplifting. Anyway, that's it for this podcast. I shall see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching, and bye. Someone is about to enter the lift. Who's it going to be? While there, Who the flacking hell are you?
My name is Derek Stratstone. Who the rock are you?
I am the one they call Stratton. Darren Stratton. It's like I'm looking in a mirror.
You and me both. Darren Stratton. What's a mirror?
How could I be dumb stupid? You must be my Stone Age counterpart. Come with me and I'll show you what a mirror is.
Well, I must say, I never expected the barrier to spit out a literal space-age version of me, Sarah Stratus.
Likewise, I never expected it to deposit me into this universe, Sarah Stratton.
I'm fairly certain that we should not be allowed to meet up, let alone know of each other's existence. I'm sure it's a paradox.
Me too. I thought it was sure to cause more considerable damage to the barrier. What the? I mean, who are you meant to be?
I'm Lizzie Stratton. Who the hell are you?
My name is Lizzie Stratton too.
Oh damn that barrier. You'd think it would be careful not to set two of same person down in the same place at the same time.
I'm actually from this universe. This is Plotaverse Modern.
And my family and I are from Plotaverse Classic. Weird.
Too true. But you'd think the multiverse would have a better way to differentiate us, and not just by our physical appearances, accents and the clothes we wear.
Well, we are essentially just the same person. Except we are from different universes and have two different backgrounds. I was born over in the United States, as was my mom.
My brother and I were born in Britain, but our mum was born in Australia, and so my dad has an Aussie accent, and I inherited my mum's Australian DNA.
Those are two major differences between us. We were born into two very different versions of the Stratton family, in two very different universes, or versions of this universe.
Easy there, Roscoe Classic. We aren't out of the woods yet, are we?
Thanks for that, Captain Obvious. Look, Roscoe Modern. All I'm saying is this is all really strange. You'd think the barrier us, me and my family that is, down in the universe where we would be no other versions of us to run into and disrupt the space-time continuum all the more.
I'm mind blown as to how the barrier broke, but you are making perfect sense.
Thank goodness for that, I must say. Let's hope this whole sorry affair gets resolved soon.
Don't I know you from somewhere? I swear we know each other.
Hiya, Tonks. Of course you may. It's James Barrett. Our universe's version.
Of course you are. How silly of me to forget. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Apart from being weirded out by this whole broken barrier wackiness. We're all trying to get back our own universe, as is everyone else from other universes.
Let's hope those who are working to fix the barrier. I heard it caused different versions of the same people from different times and universes to meet each other.
I heard about that too. How very dangerous that must be for them. Although, as you're another alternate universe version of James Barrett of Plotaverse Modern. This universe.
That's a very good point there, Tonks. Thank you.
Well, I must say, Neville, it was a brilliant idea. We had to keep any and all troublemakers at bay.
It was indeed, Cedric. I couldn't have done this without you.
Oh nonsense, mate. Of course you could. You just need to have faith in yourself. Gryffindors are all about bravery and chivalry.
And Hufflepuffs are all about loyalty and fair play. Not forgetting to mention patience.
Anything, George? Not as far as I can see, Fred. But we can't give up. We absolutely cannot do that. If there's someone other than us in here, we need to return them to society if they're an innocent bystander, and hand them over to the authorities if they're a Death Eater or troublemaker. Quick. We must that poor soul before someone else does. Absolutely. We can't let any evildoers get their hands on her.
This whole business with the broken barrier is beyond ridiculous. We need to have it fixed soon. This whole thing can't be going on much longer. I'm here on guard duty to defend the barrier and prevent any further disruption from happening.
Are you feeling okay? Speak to me, darling.
Not really. I can't put my finger on it, but
What is it that irks you, my darling daughter?
I don't know if I can remember anything.
Come on now, don't start being naughty. You've not long ago returned from your brief trip to Plotaverse Classic.
I'm not starting to be naughty. I really don't remember anything. I think it's a side effect of returning to one's home universe through the barrier.
You think you might be coming down with barrier sickness?
Yes, Mum. But I'm sure I can function normally throughout the day.
I don't know about that. If you're showing symptoms of barrier sickness, I think you should be in bed. You could get worse before you get better.
Oh, come on, Mum. Please don't make me go to bed.
I'm sorry, sweetie, but you should be in bed if you're not feeling well. Come on now, don't be naughty. Poor dear. She's very sad she can't be up and about today. But she may have a sickness from having traveled through the barrier twice. Once after it stole her from this universe, depositing her in Plotaverse Classic. And again of her own accord to return home to this universe. I couldn't let her get up. If my suspicions are correct, then she'll have to stay in bed until it passes. Who could that be?
All right, Hortense. Say ah.
Shawada.
Yes, you definitely have a case of barrier sickness. The only way to get better is to rest it off in bed for a few days.
Okay.
I understand this may all be confusing for you, but
Actually, Mr. Tank, all this broken barrier stuff was confusing for me, but I'm all caught up now.
you are.
Yes, sir. I'm fully aware the barrier that separates the universes collapsed a couple months ago, and they've been trying since then to fix it.
Yes, that's right. Just recently, a young girl from this universe was sent to ours and was able to brave a return journey.
Hortense Duncan? I heard about that. She came down with something called barrier sickness due to traveling both ways through the barrier.
I'm sorry to hear about that, but she will get better with plenty of rest.
That's good to hear. What steps are being taken to? What the? Where did he go? Must be the barrier. I need to get home before I get sent to another universe.
Hi there, young lady. I'm Caillou, and I'm the guardian of the barrier, here to help fix it and send all those who don't belong home.
Hi, Caillou. My name's Corona Vieras, a native of Plotaverse Modern. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Corona. I monitor the barrier from my base in Plotaverse Classic. It's not safe for you to be here in case you get whisked away to another universe, or time in your own universe.
You don't need to tell me twice. I'm just off home now. And thanks.
You're welcome, young lady. Off you go now, and stay safe.
Huh? Must be near the end of the madness.
What's going on here?
Why so suspicious, Mum? You can tell me.
Brittany? Where did you just spring from?
Well, I just reappeared in my home universe after spending some time in Plotaverse Classic, and being sent back through the barrier.
Alright, sweetie, let Mummy take a look at you.
What for? I'm fine.
You can't be too sure about that. Hortense has barrier sickness from having taken 2 journeys through. You may have it too. Say ah for me.
Ah for me.
Don't be naughty. This is serious and important. Say R.
ARH, 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 ARH.
Yep. I think you have barrier sickness. The only cure is bed rest. So, we need to get you home to bed.
But I don't want.
Now, you have to go to bed. You need plenty of rest for this sickness to pass. Come on now, don't be naughty.
It's not fair, Mum.
I know, baby. But it's the only way to recover from this illness. I can tell you have it worse than Horton's. Your vision blurs every time you look at
I sure am glad nobody from our universe was sent to another universe.
Yes, but we weren't totally out of the woods. There were quite a few people from other universes here.
Admittedly, yes. However, the trouble appears to be over now. All our visitors have been returned to their own universes. Not that they weren't interesting though.
I must agree with you there, my love. My parents were hosts to a pair of cheeky girls from Plotaverse Classic. I babysat them a couple of times. They were quite badly behaved.
Really? How did you handle disciplining them?
I just gave them warnings, and when they didn't listen, I placed them in timeout.
Timeout? Just how young were they?
They weren't that young. They were actually between 10 and 12 years old, but they acted like toddlers, so we treated them like it.
I agree that if 10 to 12-year-olds are going to behave like toddlers, they should be treated like them.
Thank you, babe. Looks like it's past time to walk you home. Come on.
What are your plans today, darling?
I don't really have any at the moment. Why do you ask?
That's fine. I just wanted to let you know the barrier is indeed fixed. All our visitors from other universes have all been returned to their own times and places.
Thank goodness. That was all really weird while the madness was going on.
It certainly was. Let's hope nothing like that happens again.